And good evening again. Meteorologist Jesse Kelly here live from Weather Center. I want to give you an update on Tropical Storm Barry. Right now it has winds of 50 miles an hour, still moving off towards the north-northwest at 8 miles an hour. So Barry is beginning to weaken, which is what we were expecting for any kind of landfalling tropical cyclone. As soon as it moves inland, it begins to move away from its moisture source, which is the Gulf of Mexico. So it will continue to weaken over the next couple of hours into your Sunday and also into the day on your Monday. I also want to give you the track of Barry. You can see Barry will continue to work its way off towards the northwest for this tonight and also into the day on your Sunday as well. So as of right now, it looks as if we're maybe seeing a 40-mile-an-hour tropical storm across the southern edge of the Arklatex as early as tomorrow morning, and working its way off towards the northern parts of the Arklatex into portions of southwest Arkansas as early as tomorrow evening, with winds about 30 miles an hour. So it looks as if over the next couple hours, Barry will possibly pick up some speed, so maybe not see rainfall totals, as high as expected in some parts of the region if Barry picks up speed. But if it pretty much maintains speed like it is right now, we could see quite a bit of rain and thunderstorms into the area, not too much here into the Arklatex. You can see right now most of the rain is still out into the Gulf of Mexico, but the heavy rain is starting to work its way into the southern and the eastern parts of Louisiana right now. But today, though, most of the heavy rain's really been well off towards the east, across the coast of Mississippi and even the coast of Alabama. But you can see all this rain will continue to work its way off towards the north very slowly at about 8 miles an hour. Speaking of those heavier totals, you can see most of the heavier totals today has been pretty much across Mobile and even across southwest Alabama, where it seems rainfall amounts today between 4, 5, even 6 inches of rain. And they're seeing bands into that region over there. But most of the heavy rain, according to this rainfall accumulation map here, shows most of the heavy totals still off the coast of Louisiana. But again, those heavy totals will continue to work its way inland tonight into the day on Sunday as Barry continues to work its way northward across the state of Louisiana. Now, also for tomorrow, there's a marginal risk for maybe seeing some severe weather out there. We could see some brief spin-ups along those outer bands working its way into the Arklatex, mainly across the eastern edge of the Arklatex, and not seeing much of a severe weather threat from Shreveport off towards the west. So again, watch it very carefully as the rain bands move through the area. So rainfall amounts in the system, you can still see rainfall amounts anywhere between 1 to 2 inches of rain from Shreveport, with amounts much less towards the west of Shreveport, but amounts much higher from Shreveport off towards the east. Again, we're still expecting the higher amounts of rain along the eastern edge of the Arklatex, mainly across Webster and Claiborne and Bienville, and also Natchez parishes, where you can see rainfall amounts in that region between 2 to even 4 inches of rain, with the heavier totals further off towards the east around Monroe, Ruston, and working its way into central and even the northeastern parts of Louisiana. So as long as Barry continues on its current track, you can see most of the heavy rain should remain well east of the Arklatex, and hopefully it stays that way as we'll see the rain making its way into the region. Now, we also have wind advisories throughout a good chunk of the Arklatex as well. Now, in the lighter brown color, along the I-20 corridor, you can see winds around 15 to 25 miles an hour of gusts, at times around 30. And we do have a wind advisory for Sabine, even Natchez parishes, where you can see winds down there a little bit stronger, of course. You see winds around 30, even 40 miles an hour with gusts at times, probably around the 50 to even 60 miles an hour range. So again, just keep in mind that tomorrow will also be a very breezy afternoon, and even a breezy Sunday. So just keep that in mind. They'll be looking at winds very breezy for the rest of tonight, even for the day on your Sunday, as Barry continues to work its way off towards the north. But again, as Barry continues to work its way into the Arklatex, Barry will continue to weaken. So we'll see those winds up probably about 15, 25 miles an hour. But again, we could see gusts a lot higher, around 30, even 40 miles an hour, as everything continues to work its way off towards the north. So if you didn't get a chance to watch the forecast tonight, here's what your next 7 days looking pretty wet for your Sunday and Monday. Then we'll see rain chances begin to taper off quite a bit for your Tuesday and for your Wednesday. And as soon as Barry moves out of here, well, we return to that typical summertime pattern where we'll see plenty of heat for your Friday and Saturday. We'll see temperatures returning back to the middle to even the upper 90s, and lows remain very steamy to the 70s. So all in all, we will continue to watch Barry tonight as Barry will continue to work its way into the Arklatex, moving across the southern parts of the Arklatex first around midnight and making its way into the I-20 corridor by sometime tomorrow morning. And again, most of the heavy rain should remain along the eastern edge of the Arklatex and further off towards the east towards Monroe and Ruston. So all in all, we'll continue to watch things to see how things evolve. And the next update will be tomorrow morning. Josh will be in bright and early tomorrow morning, keep you updated on the latest on Barry beginning at 4 a.m. Have a good evening.